Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. I want to talk to you about something, and I've been thinking on this, pondering it. Is it fair? Is it right, as a survivalist, as a prepper, been doing it for a while, pardon me, to have I told you so moment and to say it? Maybe you say it more than once. I've been doing this a long time. People have come and gone, both on the internet and off the internet. Other people have just thrown in the towel and saying, there ain't anything going to happen. I don't know what I'm prepping for. Nothing's going to happen. And I'm just going to take my chances. And then something always happens. You see it on the news, you read it in the newspaper, you see it on YouTube, where you say, man, I told you so. I told you that was going to happen. I spent a lot of money being prepared over the years, buying food, equipment, supplies, medicines, and to be honest with you, the missus really wasn't on board with it until things happened. And then I said, I told you so. I knew it. I felt it in my heart. And I followed that in my heart. And now I can say to your face, I told you so. Was I mean about it? No. But I was just like gloating and saying, man, I told you so. Have you had your I told you so moment? Whether it's buying guns, ammo, extra food, clothing, supplies. Is it right to say, I told you so to a non believer? Let me tell you something, friends. We're coming into the time of sorrows, and if you don't know what it is, please read Matthew's in the Bible, 22 through 25, 26, all those chapters. And God lays out his plan as to what's going to happen. Jesus Christ tells you there will be wars and rumors of wars. We're in that. There will be pestilences. Certainly have our share of that, don't we? There will be famines. Hey, it's always been a famine in Africa and all around the country. But now, the food shortages, are we in a famine? Not yet. We will be. Droughts, hey, all you got to do is go out west. What were once huge deep lakes are now basically mud puddles. So all these things that God has warned us about, saying, I told you so, you better sit up and listen. Because one of the things that he tells you is that you're going to be deceived. People are going to turn against one another. And you're going to be deceived by people. You're going to be deceived by this government, which is happening. You are going to be ratted out by people who you thought were friends, but they're going to turn on you. And they're going to say, he's vaxxed, he's not vaxxed. He's got food, he doesn't have food. He's got guns, he doesn't have guns. You're going to have to face that I told you so moment. Scriptures and believing in God and Jesus Christ should be part of your prepping. You can't be a complete whole prepper in my mind without including God and knowing the scriptures and what he has. I told you so. Because look at everything that's going on. Now, the United Nations puts out a statue of something right out of the book of Revelations. It's not exactly, but it's pretty damn close. What's the point of that? Putting that out there. You have the Archway of Baal in New York City where people were celebrating that archway. And that archway, for those who don't know it, was the archway to the Temple of Baal where people walked underneath of it, bringing their children to be burned alive and sacrificed to Satan. And yet in New York, they recreated it, brought it back, and had a grand opening of that. You have the Georgia Guidestones all telling everybody what's going to happen to you. That's Satan's way of saying, I told you so. You have the goat, Satan, statues, Detroit and all around, Every time they people put up Christmas trees and stuff like that, you have the Satanists coming out, parading around in their demonic costumes. That's God saying, I told you so. New Age belief, New Age religion, transcendental meditation, opening up your third eye, your chakras. That's all deception. That's all lies. And God is saying, I told you so. When the time comes, and it's coming fast, folks, you're going to have to be prepared and know what your I told you so moment is, and know how to respond to that. And you better have the confidence and the faith to believe in what you're believing. Your prepping should include the full armor of God against what's coming. They're already saying Christians, are the unvaccinated are causing the deaths. You're being blamed for it. You're being separated for it, and you will be imprisoned for it. Overseas, people are being forced to wear signs with skull and crossbones saying, I'm unvaccinated. You are being forced into lockdown camps. Whether or not you test negative or positive, just by being around somebody, you're being locked down. Your rights are being stolen. You're being censored because they don't want us talking to one another. They're separating us out. So when you're alone, isolated, God's saying, I told you so. Have faith in me. I'll get you through this. That's my thoughts for today. Welcome to the new subscribers. I do appreciate you. I thank you. But don't put your faith in me. Put your faith in God. Listen to Him. I asked for help putting a video together, and here I am. He saved my life many times, and He just brought me back from literally being dead in the hospital. He brought me back again. So I'm listening to Him. And when He says, I told you so, you better believe I believe it. Get yourself right with God. That's His I told you so moment. Get baptized. Tell me what you think. Greg out.